There's so much passion and creativity in tabletop gaming, and you probably feel like you see people all around you turning that into success. Game designers, dice businesses, mini painting, painting channels, YouTube shows, and even apps. It makes you wonder, how do I do that? I'm Alex from PocketBard. We started with nothing but an idea for an app that would make audio simple for game masters. Over time, that idea grew into something real, and I'll share more about that as we go. Not to say look at us, but to show you the reality of what it takes and how long it really takes. The first thing I want to emphasize, don't get lost in the polish. It's easy to obsess about what time of day to post a video, what the social media algorithm wants, or what website tweaks you want to make. Those things are not unimportant, but they're the last 5 to 10%. The 90% is the fundamentals, which are you doing something that's valuable to other people, and are you doing it in a way that connects your passion, your skills, and what people genuinely need or want? If you don't have that intersection, the polish won't matter. And even if you get the fundamentals right, you need to dedicate to them for a very long time, longer than you think. People's success stories might look like they happen overnight, but usually it takes 5 to 10 years of consistent effort before it clicks. For PocketBard, it's been 6 years. Only now do we feel like our app is getting close to the vision we had at the beginning. And even now, we know there's still a long road ahead. So if you're expecting it to take months, you need to reset your expectations. Expect years and know that that's normal. And while you're on that long road, one of the hardest battles is against distraction. As creative people, we're full of ideas. Lots of things sound exciting, especially when we've been doing the same thing for a long time and feeling like the results aren't coming in fast enough. But if you try to do everything, you'll do nothing well, what I call shiny object syndrome, and it will throw you off course if you're not careful. The truth is, you only have so much time, energy, and resources. That means you need to prioritize what's most valuable and stay focused on it. Even when it hurts, even when other cool ideas call your name, if something doesn't clearly add to the core value you're offering, you have to say no. The best way to speed up the process, though, is by getting feedback, and getting feedback early. Not just from your friends and family, because as much as they care, they're not necessarily your target audience, and they're probably biased. I don't know if they're biased for or against you, I've seen both, unfortunately, but their level of objectivity is probably lower than required. What you need is feedback from the actual people you want to serve. And I use the word serve there very specifically. You need to be focused on serving others, not yourself. Self-focus rarely leads to true success. PocketBard only got to where it is today because we listened. We didn't just build what we thought was cool, we paid attention to what our community told us helped them. Every round of feedback made the product stronger and the vision clearer. Don't wait to get feedback. The sooner you get a reality check, the sooner you can improve what you're offering. Now, let's talk about competition, because yes, there always will be competition. Somebody else will be making dice or publishing adventures or streaming or building tools, and that's okay. The key isn't to panic when somebody shows up in your space or has the same idea as you, it's to make sure you're differentiated. And the best way to differentiate, in my experience, is through authenticity. What makes you unique? What makes you weird? What's different about your perspective, your voice, or your style? On a planet with 8 billion people, even being in the 1% means millions of people might resonate with you. If you copy someone else, you will always be a worse version of them. The only way to really stand out is to be the truest version of yourself, focused on providing value in your unique way. I can tell you from my experience that this journey is hard, and at times can be very painful and stressful. And I don't think I've heard from anybody who's making it that that isn't the case. Building something sustainable will test you in ways you won't expect. Even what most people see as success doesn't feel good all the time, and you'll have to build your skills set consistently. Not just creative skills, but business, communication, financial management, and like 10 other things to be able to pull it off. If you're curious and like learning, that's going to be a huge benefit. One of the best resources I ever came across is The Personal MBA by Josh Kaufman. I'm not joking when I say if we had read that before getting started, we probably could have saved a year of trial and error. It's not about getting a degree or a formal certification. It's about understanding the fundamentals of business in a way that's clear and usable. Even if you already have a business degree, it's worth reading. And if you have a negative reaction to the word business, I think it's important to level with yourself and acknowledge that if your goal is to make money doing something you're passionate about, that's business. And we need passionate, dedicated, and ethical people starting businesses. The sooner you embrace the words entrepreneur or small business owner into your identity, the easier it will be to start thinking like one. and there are tons of free resources out there to help people get started. I have a music degree. I had to learn most of this stuff on my own too. But beyond skills, you need resilience. The probability that everything will be sunshine and rainbows is close to zero. You know, I'm gonna say it is zero. There is a 0% chance that this is gonna be easy. You'll face setbacks, painful decisions, negative feedback, and uncertainty, but you'll need to keep going anyway. The people who succeed aren't the ones who never get discouraged. They're the ones who get discouraged but understand themselves deeply enough to reliably get back to work and build their own unique resilience. So, if you want to bring your creative dream into reality, remember, focus on the fundamentals, not the polish. Create value for other people. Stick with it for years, not months. Stay focused and avoid shiny objects. Listen to your community and audience, not just people close to you. Differentiate yourself by being authentic and offering something unique. Keep building your skills and never stop learning. And of course, learn to build your resilience. The truth is, this is hard, but it's possible. And if you provide genuine value, if you stay focused, if you keep at it, you have a real shot at turning your creativity into something that sustains you financially. There is luck, there is timing, but these steps will radically reduce the role of chance in your success. If you're a creator who wants to turn your passion into something sustainable, something you can spend most of your time on, start with the fundamentals. Define your core value, the thing you offer that connects your passion, your skills, and what people actually want. Comment below with your core value because we'd love to see what you're building. And if you want to learn more about our team and how we've built PocketBard, subscribe to our channel or give us a follow.